Welcome to our We Love America program. This year, due to the pandemic, our program will look different than the traditional platform used since 1976.
Though this program may look different, our love and devotion of our country remains strong. No matter what challenges our country faces, we must strive to promote a unified nation. It is important to honor and respect our founding fathers' vision of democracy.
We want to show our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has played a role in earning and preserving the freedom of our great nation. We have learned about the 5 branches in our military, including the responsibilities and duties of each one. Our program is dedicated to all military personnel, past and present.
After many years being ruled by England, leaders of our country met in 1776 and formed a committee to write documents stating why we were separating from England.
On July 4, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, marking the birth of our country. This document is one of the greatest in human history.
Now we will say part of the Declaration of Independence.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
That all men are created equal. And are endowed by their Creator with certain rights. And among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
In 1787, leaders of our country met at the Constitutional Convention to plan how our new government would work.
The 55 men who met in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at Independence Hall are called the Founding Fathers of the USA.
They wanted a plan that would establish justice and peace. They wanted to help and protect all people.
The plan that they decided on is written in our Constitution. It contains the most important laws of our country.
We will now say part of the preamble. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States.
The United States of America is home to people from around the world. They come from different countries to find a better way of life.
All people must dream dreams and have the courage to make dreams come true. For over 300 years, there has been a chance for everyone to seek out their dreams. One of our country's most important symbols is our flag. The flag has 13 red and white stripes, which stand for the original 13 colonies. The white stars on the flag stand for each of the 50 states that are part of our country.
Every boy and girl should know the pledge to the flag. They should stand up straight, face the flag, and place their right hand over their heart.
To many people, the Statue of Liberty is one of America's most cherished symbols. It's a symbol of freedom that millions of people come to America to find.
Located in the New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty was a gift from the people of France to the people of the United States. Thousands of people visit each year.
The Statue of Liberty symbolizes freedom in many ways. The book in her left hand carries the date of our nation's birth, July 4th, 1776.
The Statue of Liberty has strengthened the ideal of liberty by standing there year after year, holding a lighted torch in the sky, greeting ships that enter the harbor.
Mrs. Simpkins' class researched and found some interesting facts about our first military branch, the Army.
Our mission remains constant to deploy, fight, and win our nation's wars by providing ready, prompt, and sustained land dominance by Army forces across the full spectrum of conflict as part of the joint forces. The Army motto is "This will defend." Since 1775, the United States has proven itself very important to protecting the American people, safeguarding the nation, and moving our forces overseas when necessary.
The U.S. Army was born on June 14, 1775, so it is older than our country. The Army was made to fight the British during the Revolutionary War. The Army is the main ground force and largest branch in the military. The main purpose is to control and fight on land using troops, tanks, and artillery. The word Army means arms, weapons. The U.S. Army is the largest and most powerful among all armies in the world.
Training and officers. The basic training for the Army lasts 10 weeks. There are 3 phases. Red phase, basic skills to be a soldier, lasts 2 weeks. White phase, develops fighting skills, lasts 3 weeks. Blue phase, soldiers learn how to disable explosives, throw grenades, and learn advanced weapons, lasts 3 weeks. Only men and women of great characters are chosen to be an officer. The highest rank is called the 5-star general.
The current Army combat uniforms are made of camouflage material, and the dress uniform is a blue jacket, a white shirt, and high waist pants. The Army vehicles are tanks, ATVs, tactical trucks, and the Stryker combat vehicle. The weapons the Army uses are rifles, grenades, machine guns, and swords.
The next military branch, the Navy, was researched by Mrs. Eaton's class.
The mission of the Navy is to maintain, train, and equip combat-ready naval forces capable of winning wars, deterring aggression, and maintain freedom of the seas. They fight on the seas for freedom. The U.S. Navy keeps seas open and free and also help with at-sea rescues, training missions at sea, operating engines, and maintaining weaponry. The Navy has changed over time. Before the Navy began, naval wars were fought by ramming into other ships and jumping onto them. In ancient Greece and Rome, the ships were powered by oars. Eventually, sails were used as the main source of power. Steel replaced wood and engines replaced sails. The U.S. Navy was first created in 1775 during the American Revolution. The U.S. Department of the Navy was made in 1789.
Basic training is in Orlando, Florida, Great Lakes, Illinois, and San Diego, California. After basic training, there are many fields that soldiers choose, like marine engineers, ship maintenance, weapons controls, data systems, construction, healthcare, logistics, cryptology, communications, intelligence, and aviation sensor operations. Navy personnel have 2 categories: enlisted men and commissioned officers. 9 ranks of enlisted men. There are seaman, apprentice, seaman, recruit, seamen, and 6 types of petty officers. There are 2 grades of officers: warrant officer and chief warrant officer. There are also different ranks of officers like lieutenant, junior grade, lieutenant, lieutenant commander, commander captain, commodore, rear admiral, vice admiral, admiral, and fleet admiral.
This is one of the U.S. Navy M250 caliber machine gun. This is also one of the U.S. Navy's torpedo to help them get rid of submarines and other underwater. This is the Littoral Combat Ship. This is one of many uniforms of U.S. Navy. This is a high-mobility, multi-purpose wheeled vehicle. This is the 6x6 Cougar that the U.S. Navy uses.
Mrs. Hitchens' class had the honor of researching the next military branch, the Air Force.
A career in the Air Force officially begins with basic military training. BMT is a challenging experience both mentally and physically, but will transform you from a humble recruit to a confident airman with skills and confidence you will need to excel as a member of the U.S. Air Force. The mission of the U.S. Air Force is to fly, fight, and win in air cyberspace. Our rich history and our vision guide our airmen as we pursue our mission and excellence and integrity to become leaders, inventators, and warriors.
The Air Force was established through the National Security Act on September 18, 1947. Conceived in World War I and born out of the Army Signal Corps 2 years after the end of World War II in 1947, President Truman signed the National Security Act, which established this new defense organization, and along with it the creation of the U.S. Air Force as an independent service. Equal to the U.S. Army and U.S. Navy, the official birthday of the U.S. Air Force is July 26, 1947.
Air Force training. Every Air Force journey is different, but no matter where your career takes you, every path begins in training. Each training program is designed to help you find your mental and physical strengths and to develop the skills and values necessary to succeed in the Air Force and achieve your goals. This is where you officially become an airman. They train for 8.5 weeks. They start basic and get harder for flying.
Air Force equipment. GAU-16, GAU-17, and 715 fighter are some of the guns of the Air Force. They use jeeps and buggies too. They also use planes, jets, and tanks. These are some of the names: B-2 Spirit and U-2 Dragon Lady. They also use J-List. They use navy blue uniforms.
Finally, Mrs. Lawson's class will share what they learned about the United States Marines.
Marines are first deployed to win our nation's battles quickly and aggressively in times of danger. They fight on land, sea, and air, as well as provide forces to naval ships and ground operations.
The Marine Corps was created on November 10, 1775 during the Revolutionary War. Their job was to be landing troops for the U.S. Navy. Marines have been in all the wars for our country. They usually are the first to arrive or fight. To become a Marine, you must get your high school diploma and be a legal U.S. citizen. You need to become a Marine between the ages of 17 and 28. Basic training is broken down into 3 parts. 1. Basic learning, physical and mental. 2. Rifle training. 3. Field training. Basic Marine weapons are the M72 automatic rifle, M240B machine gun, and the M17 semi-automatic pistol. The Marine uniform should have all the items they will need on the field. The basic Marine vehicle should be bulletproof and should have all the things they need in the field.
So long as men love liberty more than life itself, so long as the principle of truth, justice, and charity for all remain in human hearts. I was born during the nation's infancy. My stars have increased by number as the country has grown in size.
I signify the law of land. I stand for the Constitution of the United States. I represent the Declaration of Independence.
I stand for peace and goodwill among nations, and whatever you make me, nothing more. I'm your belief in yourself, your dream of what you can become. I am fear, song, struggle, and hope.
I am no more than what you believe me to be, and I am all you hope I can be. I am the American flag.
I believe in the United States of America. As a government of the people. By the people. For the people. And believe it is my duty to love my country. Support its Constitution. And respect its flag.
Americans have many rights as citizens, but also have many responsibilities. That includes obeying laws, voting, volunteering, and serving in the government. Being a good citizen also means caring about our country. Working for the common good makes our country strong. We're all part of something really great, America. The United States of America is the greatest country in the world. We love America and are happy that we live here. We hope this program reviews your sense in patriotism. Fly our flag high, thank a military member, and remember.
We Love America program. The sound of it warms my heart. What a beautiful job the many third grade teachers and students have done over the years. 45 years to be exact. A little history on how the We Love America program began. Well, my dear husband Jerry arrived home safely from Vietnam in 1970. When he landed on American soil for the first time and saw the American flag, he was so grateful to be living in America. So in 1976, the year of the bicentennial, was a perfect time to honor our flag and our country. Then in 1980, Deb Houck and Ruth Pfeiffer joined me, making the We Love America program a third grade program. From its beginnings in 1976, the We Love America program has continued to grow, always keeping the traditional marching routine while honoring our beautiful flag. It is a tribute to all the many talented third grade teachers and students over the past 45 years who have worked so hard to make it a beautiful program for the community. It really has been quite remarkable. What a blessing to have had so many take part in the program over the past years. I thank this year's teachers who continued that tradition. I would like to thank all the teachers and principals who have had the honor of sharing the We Love America experience. This year, my dear friend Jill Simpkins, final year for the program, I would like to give a special thank you. Mrs. Simpkins and I have shared the excitement of working together on many programs. I know this year has been extremely difficult for all of you, doing it virtually, but going above and beyond is what the American dream is all about. Thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. The past 45 years, the America program has shared history, patriotism, and love for our country with thousands of students and guests. May God bless America.
Jill, you've invested so much time and effort into the America program. Thank you so much for your commitment to teaching patriotism and instilling pride in our country and its history. You will be missed.
Well, dear friend, here we are. My turn to be in your retirement video. As I was thinking about what I wanted to say, I was reflecting back on when we first met. It was 25 years ago. And I was on a maternity leave from Metamora, so Mrs. Garkey and Mrs. Houck asked if I'd be interested in coming in and playing for the We Love America program. And of course I was, and this was in February, and I believe I even played on the piano that is still in the cafeteria, and it was located up by what used to be the stage, which is now the teacher's workroom. And I remember you walked in with your class, and after we were introduced, you set a bowl down on the piano and you said, help yourself, these are stress pills. And I looked in the bowl and it was a big bowl of M&Ms, and I knew right then and there that there was a friendship in our future. So I want to take this opportunity to say thank you, and the words thank you are wholly inadequate for everything that you have done and meant to this program. But as a parent of students who've participated, as a community member, and as a fellow teacher, I do say thank you for your leadership, your direction, your ideas, your hard work, and your perseverance for this program. And honestly, on behalf of the students, I say thank you, because what these students have learned in this program cannot be taught in the classroom. So I'm hoping the show goes on. Kudos to you and your team this year for making it work due to the circumstances. But most importantly, thank you for everything you have done, and I wish you the absolute best in your retirement.
Hi, Mrs. Simpkins. I want to say thank you. As the mayor of Eureka, representing our citizens, students, their families, everyone you've educated and led over the past years, job well done. And a special thank you for your awesome program, We Love America. I remember when my son was at Davenport and participated in that program. Of course, we brought Grandma and Grandpa Bonin. Larry wore his veteran's cap to show his pride in serving our country. And I remember during the program a little tear rolling down his eye as he was touched and moved by that program. As so many parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and families have been over the years, you've done a fantastic job in bringing an extra level of pride and joy to our community. It's practically become a local holiday as the Scouts line the streets with the flags. Just a great day, a great event. You've been a great teacher and leader for our community. You will be missed, but we wish you nothing but the best in wherever the future may take you. Thank you.
My name is Eric Lind, Mayor of the City of Eureka. I would like to congratulate Mrs. Simpkins on her upcoming retirement and thank you for your many years of service to the education of the children of this community. I especially want to recognize your faithful dedication to planning and directing the We Love America program year after year. Your leadership, great sense of patriotism, and love for our nation has been a glowing example and has made a long-lasting positive impact on the many students who have had the opportunity to participate. On behalf of the City of Eureka, I thank you for your service and wish you a wonderful retirement.
She's up before the sun on the run. Another dollar, another day, another cup of coffee. Thank you, Lord, for giving me one more. She still leans on her dreams, but it seems sometimes she's the only one who still believes that life is hard. So she takes it on with an American heart. And it beats like a drum down in New Orleans, sings like a Motown melody. It dreams like California, bigger than the Texas sky. It bleeds, it scars, but it shines when times get hard. And you can't break an American heart. From a small town Friday night lights to the Broadway neon burning up bright, we're all the same. And it's in